Good morning, my faithful with family. I'm doing this video. I want to talk about something. I am thinking about I think it was last week, and I've been trying to let it go, wrap my head around it, but it came back up this morning when I was studying. And I was looking at Genesis chapter 6. And I was thinking about Noah building the ark. And it resonated for me because I made a choice. I made a choice to quit my job to do full-time content creation. And I know a lot of people, I say, man, this content creation thing is not that simple. You know, you should keep working. And a lot of people may say that I'm crazy. And I understand it. And I have my days where I'm looking at the views and people watching my videos, and it's a process. It's a long process, and it gives me pause sometimes to keep going. I almost want to say I'm gonna give up, but then I keep pushing. I get up and I study. I contemplate what I'm going to talk about, and then I put together a video or an idea for a video. Then I do my videos. Well, last week, my mom, I think it was Saturday, my mom was on the phone with my brother, and you know, on Saturdays I don't do videos. I take that time and I will study the Bible. I will reflect. I will commune with God. And she already knew that I wasn't going to work. So she said, no, she already knew I wasn't going to do a video. So she was on the phone with him, and then she had him on speakerphone, and she said, you about to go to work. And he was like, Nikki got a job? And then he was like, she said, no, she finna go upstairs. He bust out laughing. And I immediately told him, I said, okay, you're laughing right now. I said, but when I start to do well, don't let nobody know you know me. Don't tell nobody I'm your sister. So he was trying to get me to, look at it like that. That's not what he was doing. But I knew he was making fun of me. And I'm saying all this to say, reading that this morning, reading what I read this morning, and I want to read it to you. It says, sometimes your obedience is the sermon. People may laugh now, but they'll see the truth when the flood comes. Now, I'm not trying to make anybody look bad, but that strengthened me in that moment. And I know that's God. I know that's how he operates. That's how he lets you know I'm still right here with you. And in time, I don't believe I made a mistake. I don't believe I made a bad choice. I may have been impulsive, by how I went about what I wanted to do. But I want people to understand that God loves you through all of your pain. And he wants you to know you should always be that one, that light, because we live in a dark, dark world. And you should always be that one that allows your obedience to minister to other people. Now, I'm not saying me quitting my job was me being obedient to God, but me stepping out and doing what I did has made me think about, don't start something you can't finish. And when it gets too hard, because I'm pretty sure when Noah was building that ark, it was rough to try to make sure that he took care of every detail that God gave him. And a lot of times when we feel like we're constantly getting rejected or we're missing the mark, we want to give up. I'm pretty sure Noah was like, man, this is hard. But he did it because he loved God. He did it because he wanted to obey God. So when people laugh at you, or people try to laugh at your pain, see, when people don't know what you're going through, what you're dealing with, and especially family. That's why God says your brother, your sister, your mother is whoever does the will of the Father. Now, granted, I love my family, but I do understand that they will disappoint you too. Because even though they're supposed to be, you feel like they should support you, they may not be supporting you in the right way. And that's fine. But what you must understand is God is always supporting you. He's always got your back. He's always there, even when the chips are down or when things seem like they're just too difficult and you feel like you want to give up. He wants you to keep pushing. And I would say to those that laugh at people that choose to obey God. And again, I'm not saying that I obey God by quitting my job and doing full-time content creation. I prayed about it before I did it. And I felt like I was making the move that, I was stepping out on faith. But in this process, I'm also learning that when you get rejected, everything's not going your way, you have got to understand that everything's not meant to go your way. You're going to have some bumps and some bruises. But God's going to pick you up. He's going to heal you. He's going to take you through. He's going to walk through with you. And he's going to put that pressure on you. But he's going to alleviate that pressure by walking with you. He's going to carry that yoke with you. So when you get off track and you're wondering and you're still feeling like you want to make a decision to give up, he's going to keep going down the right path. He's going to keep pulling you and taking you down the right path. And it'll keep you from getting off track. Then you'll follow him. He'll lead. And you'll follow. And it's not too heavy for him. The burden is not too heavy for him. The burden that we can't carry, he can carry. And he can carry you. So I just wanted to share that with you. Because I want us to understand that God's love will outweigh any trial, any doubt, any guilt, any pain that you're feeling in this life. So let's reprogram our thinking, guys. Let's get back to love. Let's recover the life that the devil tries to take from us each and every day. And most importantly, God may not be there when you want him, but he'll definitely be there in the nick of time. I love you guys. Peace, and I'm out.